Welcome back to our Worcestershire market update. I'm back to host, and today we have some exciting insights to share about the local market. So grab a cup of coffee and let's dive in. The latest available land registry statistics for the year ended 31st of March 2023. Last year's numbers were boosted by the stamp duty incentives, so this decrease doesn't necessarily indicate a downturn. Let's take a look at the numbers. In Worcestershire, there were 3,724 transactions in total. There was a 34% drop in sales in Worcester at 1,628, 29% decrease in Malvern at 568, and a 28% decline in Droitwich at 439. However, it's worth noting that the values of these transactions across the county have shown growth. Malvern remains in the lead for values with an average transaction value of 309,400. up 6% from last year. Droitwich follows closely at 298,200, also up 6%. Worcester, with 43.7% of the sales, experienced an 8% increase with an average sales price of 259,000. Looking at the bigger picture, the average sales prices in Worcestershire have seen consistent growth over the last 5 years. Worcester is up 26%, as well as the WR postcode area. Droitwich shows a 21% increase, while Malvern takes the lead again with a 27% rise. These numbers show a positive trend and reflect the overall stability of the market, but also again include the boost from the stamp duty incentives during the pandemic. Shifting gears to the rental market, let's explore the average rents in the Worcestershire area. Over the past 12 months, the average rent for properties in the WR postcode area increased by 6% to £890. In terms of property types, flats accounted for 45% of the lettings, with an average rental value of £702 per month. Houses achieved an average of £921. However, there are variations across different locations. Droitwich's average rent of £728 is 10% lower than the overall Worcestershire average. On the other hand, Malvern had fewer flats available over this period and saw a 14.5% increase, reaching an average rent of £926. Now let's take a moment to discuss the current market conditions. With property price growth softening, it is crucial for sellers to set realistic prices to achieve success. While some market commentators interpret this as a reduction in values, it's important to remember that it may not be the case across the board. Our experience in Worcestershire shows a great deal of activity with steady demand due to increased choices for the buyers. While headlines often focus on individual circumstances, for the vast majority, the reality is different. In fact, over 38% of dwellings in the WR postcode area are owned outright, indicating stability in this market. Additionally, the latest data from the Bank of England reveals that mortgage approvals have experienced a significant month-on-month rise, representing the most significant increase since early 2009. This positive trend aligns with our findings via Dataloft, as 70% of buyers they surveyed in April expressed confidence in purchasing a property within the next 3 months. During these times of uncertainty, it's crucial to seek expert advice. Our team is here to provide you with guidance you may need to make an informed decision. So why not give us a call? We're ready to help you navigate the market with some confidence. Now let's shift our focus to the national market. Nationwide reports the average price of property rose 0.5% month on month in April, marking the first month-on-month rise after 7 consecutive months of falls. Rightmove also reports a year-on-year increase in asking prices of 1.5%. Furthermore, mortgage approvals have seen a significant 18% rise in March compared to February, representing the most substantial month-on-month increase since early 2009. These positive indicators could suggest a possible upswing in the market. Now let's touch on the broader economic landscape. Inflation, the rate at which prices are rising, remained at 8.7% in May, with core inflation at its highest since 1992. The Bank of England responded by raising the base rate to 5% from 4.5%. Meanwhile, UK wages experienced a remarkable 7.2% rise in the 3 months to April, marking the fastest rate in 20 years. The UK economy showed resilience, growing by 0.2% in April following a 0.3% fall in March. The labour market remains strong with unemployment at just 3.8%. While these economic factors bring their own challenges, they also present opportunities for buyers, sellers and investors alike. Turning our attention back to the lettings market, we see positive trends there as well. Annual growth in the private rental prices across the UK rose to 5% in the year to May. This increase reflects the growing demand for rental properties, as there are now over 5 million households in the private rented sector, a significant rise of nearly 20% over the past decade. Buy-to-let investors remain an essential part of the market, with close to 30% of estate agents stating they are the most likely purchasers when a rental property is put up for sale. The summer months are the busiest time for the rental market, and demand continues to outpace supply, resulting in quick lettings and minimal void periods. We hope you found these market insights informative and helpful. Remember, in times of uncertainty, it's crucial to rely on clear, evidence-based information. That's why we're here to provide you with expert advice and guidance. If you have any questions or would like more personalised assistance, I'd be happy to answer your queries. You can reach out to me through our website or the link in bio. Click where it says Ask Matt. Or follow us on our social media channels for regular updates.